So for methods of study, all I want you to do is one thing, right? And then we're going to break it down how you do the one thing. The one thing you need to do to study for math is practice questions, practice papers, HSC questions. Whatever you can get your hands on, that's what you need to study. So I've got this thing called a past paper checklist. And this is literally something you can just tick off initially to get you started with practice papers, to do it the right way. Because a lot of people do it wrong, and the marks reflect that. So let's just go through it quickly. First, you're going to highlight the key words in the question. If you've done that, you can tick it. All right, you've got your exam conditions, set timer, do full working. You can often get a mark. If you get the wrong final answer, but your working shows that you kind of understood the question, you can often get a mark or even two. You need to attempt all questions. This here is something that irritates me a lot. It infuriates me when students come in and I look at their tests they did and they left a question blank. Or when a student comes in and they show me the past paper they've done, but they haven't attempted a couple questions because they didn't know how to do it. In these situations, you can do something. Write something on the page. I never ever want to see a question left blank. Right? Like I said up here, you can often get a mark just from having right working. Right? So, and not only that, if you're doing a question, let's say you're doing a random HSC question, and you write some random thing. Let's say you write 9 pi times 2 plus 8 over 20x. Let's say you just wrote that randomly on a page. Maybe it makes you think differently about the question. Maybe you think about pi and how you can use that. Maybe you have to use the area formula. There is always something you can do to get a mark in a question. And leaving a question blank is such a waste of potential, such a waste of marks. After you've done that, if you're still stuck on a question, you can try A or B. So A, have a quick glance at the answers. And then B, if you're still having trouble, break down the question and review. So for this one, all you're going to do is have a quick glance to see if maybe you're just doing one step wrong. Maybe you're not using the right formula. And if that helps you, right, go ahead, finish the question off. If it doesn't help you, right, you need to break down the topic and revise them, right? So we covered that in the revision module, how to revise, methods of revision. So we need to do that. And over here, asterisk marks, right? Check watching matches up with answers and go through incorrect questions again. I can tell you right now that this is what gets you marks. Right? This stuff right here. You can do as many past papers as you want, but if you're not doing this, you're not getting marks. Right? And we'll show you why. But like I said before, if we want to really understand something and be able to apply it to different questions in the exam, we need to go through questions and make sure we understand them, right? It's not rocket science. In addition to that, we need to make sure we break it down, review the parts we don't know, so we can have a solid foundation, and then put asterisk signs next to questions that are incorrect. So in the next video, we're going to go through a past paper, going to go through some questions, and we're going to see how we can apply this to the practice paper. So I'll see you in there.